It's all new Monday. Now your local news.
A Knox County man is hit by a train. Neighbors react to a triple shooting in Peoria. And Central Illinois celebrates Father's Day. Your News Channel 31 10 at 10 starts now.
WMBD-TV, proudly serving Peoria, Bloomington, and all of Central Illinois. You're watching News Channel 31 Weekend Edition.
Keeping her locked up till she's 18 years old. No.
It's a Father's Day this man won't forget because it's also the weekend his daughter was born. But first, Peoria has seen 3 shooting deaths in less than a week. The most recent happened yesterday in broad daylight. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jay Verner. Crystal Morris has the night off. Police still haven't said who pulled the trigger in a triple shooting yesterday. That shooting left 1 man dead. There's been about a half dozen shootings and 3 stabbings this past week just in Peoria alone. WMBD's Liza Danvers shows us how some neighbors are dealing with all the violence.
Around 1 Saturday afternoon, Peoria police were called to the 2700 block of Treeland Street in the Harrison Homes development. Police thought they were responding to a fight, but while en route, shots were fired. And by the time police arrived, 3 people had been shot.
They're just getting bold. That's what's going in my head. They're getting bold, and it's terrible. They just need help down here. They really do.
19-year-old Jarvis Jackson was killed in the shootout. The Peoria County coroner says he died about an hour after he was shot at OSF St. Francis Medical Center.
You know, I don't think it's really safe anymore. I grew up down here when I was a little kid, and it was never like this.
Wilson's restaurant is just a few blocks away from Harrison Homes. She says she used to let her kids play outside while she worked. Now she says she's going to think twice.
I'm just a little bit concerned about my baby down here, because, you know, I let them come out and play, and if they're going to be shooting and stuff, you know, that's just not safe at all.
Saturday's shooting comes less than a week after a mother and daughter were murdered while withdrawing money from this drive-through ATM on Northeast Jefferson Street. Police say Kelly Hauser and her daughter, Amy Allen, were taking out $10 for ice cream. A few days after they were killed, police arrested 15-year-old Martise Smalley. He's being charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder. In Peoria, Liza Danvers, News Channel 31.
Police haven't released the names of the other 2 victims in yesterday's shooting, and they haven't said if they have any suspects in custody. A Knox County man is dead after the car he was in was hit by a train. The Knox County Sheriff's Department says 25-year-old Todd Josephson was killed in the accident. Police say the accident happened at a crossing outside of Abingdon at about 9 o'clock this morning. Josephson was a resident of Galesburg. More details are coming out about the abduction and murder of an American in Saudi Arabia. That's as his friends and family back here in the United States are grieving. Scott Rappaport has the story.
Less than 72 hours after posting the gruesome photos of Paul Johnson's beheading, an al-Qaeda group returned to the internet with something new. It was a detailed account of Johnson's abduction in Saudi Arabia. In the article posted on an Islamic website, the al-Qaeda cell claims it received help from sympathizers within the Saudi security forces. The article says security officials donated police cars and uniforms to the militants, who then set up a fake checkpoint on June 12th. The disguised rebels stopped Johnson's car, drugged him, and dragged him off in another vehicle. The al-Qaeda group also states it decided to sever Johnson's head because the Saudi Foreign Affairs advisor declared the kingdom would not negotiate with kidnappers.
We have never negotiated with terrorists. We don't intend to do so. I believe what the al-Qaeda people are trying to do is trying to justify a murder that is unjustifiable.
Meantime, on a Sunday morning, half a world away, with heavy hearts, parishioners here in the New Jersey area where Paul Johnson grew up, people who just days ago prayed for his safe release, now pray for his family's comfort.
This whole community is hurting. This whole community is kind of crying, in a sense, with them because of the evil of this act.
It is a sentiment being expressed in houses of worship throughout this coastal community.
It brings tears to my eyes, and just, it's terrible. It's a tragedy.
One shared by an entire community, an entire country. Scott Rappaport, CBS News, Little Egg Harbor.
A U.S. Army courtroom was prepared today for the pretrial hearings for 3 soldiers charged with abusing Iraqi inmates. The abuse allegedly happened at the Abu Ghraib prison. The scandal triggered a public outcry after pictures were released depicting prisoners suffering sexual humiliation and physical abuse. The first defendant in the case was sentenced to a year in prison and a dishonorable discharge. Thousands of Sudanese refugees have been given fresh hope of returning home on this World Refugee Day. A peace deal might be signed between northern and southern Sudan. The deal would end a 21-year-long civil war. The conflict pitted the mainly Christian South against the Islamic government, killing an estimated 2 million people. Celebrations are expected at this camp in northern Kenya if they finally get the green light to go home. Their optimism is overwhelming, as this could possibly be the last time many of them mark World Refugee Day away from home. Some state lawmakers are hoping the renaming of a stem cell research bill after Ronald Reagan will help get the measure passed. The legislation offers a state endorsement of stem cell research, which the sponsors hope would bring more scientists to Illinois. The measure passed the House but fell 2 votes shy in the Senate. Critics say renaming the bill after former President Reagan clouds the issue with emotion. The governor is hoping a meeting with top lawmakers tomorrow will move the state closer to a final budget. Governor Rod Blagojevich was proposing to expand his education budget by $400 million, but a spokesperson for the governor says Blagojevich is considering lowering the proposal if other lawmakers agree to make compromises. The governor and 4 legislative leaders inched closer to a resolution Friday on the budget. The governor called the meeting a breakthrough in stalled negotiations. Well, some of the best cyclists in the country were in Peoria this weekend for the 17th annual Proctor Cycling Classic. The classic has about 24 different races for people of all skill levels. The winner of the Women's Open has been competing for only about 3 years, and she says in that short period of time, cycling has gotten more recognition because of races like this one.
Everyone, for example, here this weekend is really impressed by the field size and the strength of the women. This is a good, solid regional race. So if racing here is strong and good and flourishing, that bodes well for women's cycling in the future, and I think it's a good indication of what it is at large.
The top cyclists in each division won a cash prize. In all, $10,000 were given away. Well, history was brought to life at the 32nd annual Old English Fair. This weekend, knights, gypsies, and musicians showed visitors what it was like to live back in the 1700s. The festival mainly focuses on life in medieval Europe during the Renaissance. Visitors could watch real sword fights and archery competitions, but participants say the fair is more than just entertainment. They say it's also a great educational tool for both children and adults.
The combat you see around, they find out it's not fake. It's actual. If those gentlemen in the SCA had live steel, there'd be a lot of dead bodies out there. And that's quite frank. The knights on the horses, they're actually practicing the actual techniques that they used back in the Middle Ages. They are learning.
Participants say the hands-on games and craft booths also help visitors understand what life was like hundreds of years ago. Well, some youngsters spent the Father's Day playing golf with Dad, proving that you're never too young to enjoy playing golf. Kids as young as 3 years old played in the Peoria Park District's 40th annual Little Guys and Gals Golf Tournament. Moms and dads were both on site, but just to help carry the clubs and give out a few pointers. Some dads we talked to said teaching their children how to play golf is the best present they could ask for this Father's Day.
What do you like about golf?
Whacking the ball.
You like doing it with your dad?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll probably play a lot of golf, so this might be just one memory out of many.
The tournament was a 2-day event ending this afternoon. Kids with the best scores in their age group received trophies. Well, one dad received a present unlike any other today. Kevin Loon is the proud father of a newborn baby girl named Ella. Kevin's wife gave birth to the child yesterday, but he didn't get to take them both home until this afternoon. The Loons already have a 2-year-old son. Kevin says he loved watching his little boy grow up, and he can't wait to go through the same stages of life with his baby girl.
Watching your kids kind of just progress in the things that they do each and every day, it's just, it's so neat. It's wonderful being a parent.
He's a great dad, and he gets down and plays with the kids, and I think a daughter will be quite a bit different for him.
The new dad says he plans to shelter his new daughter until she's at least 18, and congratulations to them. Well, it's a pretty cool day to be the first day of summer, so how long do we have to wait before the heat will arrive? Justin Sasher's here with our 10 at 10 first check of weather where you live. Hi, Justin.
Jay, Mother Nature does have a few tricks up her sleeve for the next several days. Not going to feel so much like summer out there. Tomorrow, though, we're looking at showers. I guess the good news is it held off for Father's Day. We probably won't see any of these showers come until after midnight. it'll be Monday before then, and we can see a full day of showers on Monday. They'll be off and on, probably just a 60% chance out there, meaning you'll probably see some showers. Take your umbrella with you. That's your first check of weather. Now here's John with your first check of sports.
Poised and ready to win his second major this year, Phil Mickelson could all but touch the U.S. Open trophy, but Retief Goosen was standing in his way. Phil's downfall comes on 17. He misses the bogey putt and drops to 2 shots behind Goosen. Goosen finishes 18 with a par putt and takes the championship with a -4, 2 strokes better than Phil Mickelson. More from Shinnecock Hills later in Sports, plus Aloysius' choice for the moment of the week. That's your first check of sports, Jay.
All right, thanks, John. That's our 10-minute commercial-free check of news, weather, and sports, but there's much more to come. They might be on the East Coast, but you could probably hear them back here in central Illinois. We'll explain why these people are hooting and hollering.
Live from WMBD-TV, Jay Verner, Crystal Morris, weather where you live with Justin Seyshore, and sports with John Aloysius. You're watching News Channel 31 Weekend Edition. Tonight's news brought to you in part by Sprint. You're watching WMBD News. Now, weather where you live with Justin Seyshore.
I know a lot of people are used to calm and nice weather this time of year, but there's actually some serious weather conditions we need to watch out for.
Absolutely. We're looking at a few showers and thunderstorms through the day tomorrow, starting in the middle of the night tonight. And one thing we want to talk about this week is actually Lightning Awareness Week. Between 80 and 100 people are killed each year by lightning. Some of the most dangerous places to be are where you're sticking up out on an open field or on water, like if you're going boating or if you're on the golf course. That's why staying indoors is one of the best things you can do to be prevented prevent being struck by lightning. This is an illustration here on how a lightning rod provides a cone of protection even inside and outside of your home. Taking a look at tomorrow, a chance for some lightning, a few showers moving through the area. We've got a cold front combining with some warm air to the south, making our atmosphere a little unstable, plus temperatures a little cooler, not quite to 80. 74 for Ottawa tomorrow, 77 in Henry and Peoria, a degree warmer than that in the Twin Cities, Bloomington, Normal, and cooler on the western side, 76 in Toulon, Farmington, and 77 for the folks in Havana. Right now in Peoria, it is 61 degrees. The humidity has risen just a little bit. We're looking at kind of borderline shower activity since it's still not quite humid enough. Earlier today, it was very dry out there as we've had high pressure over the state of Illinois, so we've seen such dry conditions. Well, they're kind of leaving us right now. 70% humidity, and soon it'll bump up a little bit more overnight as more moisture enters our side and temperatures cool a little bit as well. 61 degrees in Bloomington, Normal. Right now, temperatures pretty close to that. 61 in Pekin, 64 in Pontiac, Peru, LaSalle, Lakin, and Princeton. 59, much cooler than that in Lincoln. On the other side here, a couple other temperatures in the 50s. Galesburg almost in the 50s, 59 there. 55 in Macomb right now, and in the 60s in Galesburg. Taking a look at what our weather friends are reporting, 67 degrees right now in Pontiac. Those temperatures not going to drop too much from there. We're looking at just kind of borderline 50s and 60s. Might drop into the 50s in some places, but the majority of central Illinois will see temperatures in the 60s overnight tonight. Not too hot tomorrow as well. We're looking at some of those showers to kind of glide on in. Temperatures to be around in the mid to upper 70s range for temperatures tomorrow. What we're looking at, though, for further on this week, the first week of summer, we're looking for a little bit of a cool down. This jet stream here is going to collapse a little bit into the Midwest. It's going to bring more Canadian air down with it into this zone here to where we're kind of mixing up the warm air from the south and the cool air for the north. That's why these showers are predictable to be unpredictable this time of year. We're just in that zone where the jet stream's crossing over the state of Illinois, and that's why we're looking at always more showers and storms in our area. Case in point, this one, which is going to move, we've got a photo here of where the showers are probably going to be the strongest, and that's when it's already moved over the majority of our viewing area. But they're starting over here in Iowa, Minnesota, where this cold front's kind of dropping through, and this is what's going on. They're probably, if you wanted to point them out, right here overnight right now, but they really haven't developed yet. What that's doing is kicking out this dry air, which has kept us feeling nice and cool, and actually bringing in some actual cooler air. maybe it'll feel the same because it's humid out there. Here, anyway, are the showers in the Midwest right now, and they're going to kick on into central Illinois overnight and be here for us tomorrow. Right now, a few showers to our south, still pretty dry in the state, so they're falling as sprinkles and drizzle right now with just a little bit of cloud cover out there. The forecast includes those showers and storms, 58 to 61 overnight tonight, and then tomorrow, 75 to 78, a little cooler than we're used to in summer, but we've got those showers and storms continuing. Tuesday, it'll be another cooler day, but we're not looking at any more of those showers and storms. Tuesday should be pretty dry as far as the rain activity is concerned, and for the rest of the week as well. Take a look at that. Temperatures Wednesday hit 80, Sunday hit 80, but really for the rest of things, they're staying kind of cool out there.
All right, we'll take it. Not bad, but if we're going to have rain, the best day to have it is on
You
Monday.
said that at 6. It's Monday.
That's right. Thanks, Justin. Well, if you think space travel is just for astronauts, think again. A new project is in the works that could one day take you to the stars. Stay with us.
Guaranteed lowest price. The competition says it, but week after week, only Green Chevrolet Hummer proves it. Check out this competitor's advertisement on a 2004 Tahoe. Their price. And ours. Now compare this 2004 Chevy Silverado. Their price. And ours. Even this new Chevy Malibu is priced nearly $830 more than ours. Don't be fooled. Your best deal on both sides of the river is and always will be at Green Chevrolet Hummer, Peoria.
Gigantic Cable Company, what do you want? Oh, you've got basic cable, now you want digital cable? No problem, sir. Your monthly cable bill will go up $25. $50 for the installation. Service charges. More fees. Yep, these are hidden fees. And more
Switch to Dish Network Satellite TV and get America's top 60 all-digital channels, including your local channels for under $1 a day. There's no equipment to buy and no Dish Network commitment. Call 1-800-333-DISH or visit Radio Shack, Sears, or your local participating retailer.
Everyone, I clipped my toenails today. They are now neatly trimmed.
I switched to a new and improved brand of soap.
Oh, brother. We all do things to improve ourselves, but we don't have to announce it to the world. Introducing new color control from Grecian, a new kind of hair color that gets rid of gray gradually. Its light dose technology adds color quietly. You can even keep a little gray. Easy as shampooing. All the world sees is your quiet confidence. New color control, the quiet hair color.
This summer, come to Lowe's and find your idea of the perfect outdoor living room. At Lowe's, combine tables and chairs, fabrics and cushions. From patio furniture you won't find anywhere else. Only Lowe's carries the latest grills from Jen Air. And Lowe's guarantees low prices every day. That's our promise. Lowe's, improving home improvement.
Buy any grill at Lowe's and we'll assemble it absolutely free.
Hey, so what are you guys in for? This place gives me the heebie-jeebies. What's it like? I've only heard. Being a new Ford Focus with 100,000-mile powertrain coverage, if there ever was a problem, I'd be covered by my Ford dealer. Oh, gotta go. Good luck, fellas. Oh, she's got salty snacks.
The new Ford Focus. It begs to be driven. Get into a 2004 Focus with 0% financing or $2,500 cash back. Plus, check out the great deals on the new 2005s.
You're watching WMBD-TV. Now, News Channel 31 Weekend Edition continues.
It's been tested above the Earth. Tomorrow we'll find out if Spaceship One can actually leave Earth. Until now, space travel has been a government project, but for the first time, one group is trying to make it private and maybe one day a commercial affair. Jennifer Donnellan has the story.
In the sun-roasted California desert, a small army of recreation vehicles has taken form. Patiently, they wait.
I'm really excited.
In just hours from the steamy tarmac of the Mojave Airport, the world's first privately funded spacecraft will be launched from a carrier plane. Once it crosses out of the Earth's atmosphere, the pilot, Michael Melville, a private citizen, will become an astronaut. All for a fraction of the price it cost NASA to do the same.
I'm delighted to do it. I enjoyed the last flight. I'm hoping this will be an exact repetition, just a little tall, a little higher, a little faster.
Aviation legend Burt Rutan and Microsoft co-founder Paul Allen are the creators of Spaceship One, the quest to make spaceflight commercial, to make the final frontier an affordable adventure to all.
We talked about the fact that this would be an important thing to do if it could inspire and open up a new industry.
Thousands are expected to be here to witness history, but they'll have to wake up early. Weather conditions here in the desert are usually most favorable during the early hours. So the launch has been scheduled for 6:30 a.m. Pacific time Monday morning. If it's too windy, they'll have to postpone the launch. If everything goes as scheduled, Spaceship One becomes the leading contender for the X Prize, a $10 million award to the first privately funded spacecraft to carry a pilot and 2 passengers to space twice in 2 weeks. Jennifer Donnellan, CBS News, Mojave, California.
Well, plenty of drama on the final day at the U.S. Open. Jenna Lois has highlights after the break. And Limestone's Jim Thome lights things up in Philadelphia. Stay there. Sports is next.
Did you know that you could buy a select edition late model Jaguar for well under $30,000 with a 6-year, 100,000-mile warranty?
Sounds great to me.
Wouldn't you rather own a Jaguar?
Of course, I would a Jaguar.
See Jaguar Peoria in the Uftring Auto Mall, East Peoria.
Now through June 30th, save over $4,000 on new Saab 9.3 sports sedans or over $5,000 on Saab 9.5s. Plus, eligible GM suppliers will save even more. But hurry, these offers end soon at Uftring Saab in Washington.
In Illinois, there's a mile. A mile where a city grew from the ashes and buildings scraped the sky. A mile where shopping in the arts know no bounds. And a mile where even in the summer heat, you'll still find yourself with goosebumps. To discover the many magnificent 3-day getaways in Chicago, call 1-877-CHICAGO or visit 877chicago.com. Illinois, mile after magnificent mile.
It may sound too good, but it's true. At the Mattress Doctor, we're giving away free box springs with all Sealy Posturepedic and Stearns & Foster luxurious sleep sets. This offer won't last long, so hurry in. If you're ready for the very best night's sleep you've ever had, see the doctor. Sealy and the Mattress Doctor, your prescription for a good night's sleep and free box springs.
The Mattress Doctor, delivering dreams to you.
Hurry in.
Start the car.
horsepower V6, traction control, and sliding rear seats. Chevy Malibu Max, an American revolution.
News Channel 31 Sports, sponsored by Peoria Urological Associates.
Rich, 52, was diagnosed with prostate cancer in April of 1996. His cancer was detected by a routine blood test during a physical. Prostate cancer claimed the life of his father. Rich elected to have surgery in June of 1996. Today, Rich is cancer-free and enjoying life to the fullest.
Don't take chances. The best defense against this disease is early detection.
Peoria Urological Associates, helping win the fight against prostate cancer, treating people with care.
You're watching WMBD-TV. Now, sports with John Alois.
Well, Dad had plenty of good sports things to watch this week. We had golf, Cubs, Cardinals, all that kind of stuff.
It's, you know, just a wonderful summer
just another day for
first day of summer, and it's just so happens, happy Father's Day. Goosen's golden at the U.S. Open. Retief Goosen outduels crowd favorite Phil Mickelson to capture the championship. As the sun sets on the final round, Mickelson and Goosen were really the only two in the hunt down the stretch. Phil on 15. Nice approach. Sets up the bird. That would get him to -3. He had a share of the lead. He took the lead with his third birdie in a row on 16. He led by a stroke at that point. Crowd clearly in Lefty's corner. Goosen on 16. Birdie, and he pulls back even with Mickelson at -4, but the wheels come off for Phil on 17 and misses the par putt. Goosen could feel it. Mickelson misses the bogey putt. He double bogeyed the hole to fall to -2. Goosen takes over. Great shot out of the bunker, up and down. Sets up par on 18 for the championship. There it is. Retief Goosen wins it. Windy conditions adjust the course, responsible for no golfer shooting under par in the final round. Here's the leaderboard. Goosen is 2 strokes better than Mickelson to win the championship. Jeff Maggard shot a 72 and finishes at +1. Shigeki Maruyama and Mike Weir finished 4th. Goosen says he was relaxed this morning.
I was actually watching a
watching movies this morning. I was had Alien 3 or whatever on, and Ghostbusters, and so that's what I was sort of flicking through watching really this morning to try and pass time.
It's the South African second U.S. Open title. Who are you going to call? Baseball now, and the Cubs just keep rolling along. They wrap up their series with the A's with their 8th win in their last 9 games. Carlos Zambrano on the mound for the Cubs. He got some help from Moises Alou, his 17th jack of the season. In the corner, it's off Barry Zito, and the Cubs lead 2-0. Up 3-1 in the third. Zambrano bouncing off the hill to rob Eric Burns. Zambrano goes 6 2/3, strikes out 8, picks up his 8th win. Cardinals and Reds, not too many highlights for St. Louis, but Cardinal fans were treated to history with Ken Griffey Jr.
There it goes. Right field. This ball is history. 500 for Griffey.
Proud moment for Papa Griffey on Father's Day. Cardinal fans appreciate it, but St. Louis falls 6-0. They drop to 2 ahead of the Cubs. White Sox in the rubber match with the Expos in Montreal. John Garland pitched a pretty good game, but was probably kept in too long. 7 strikeouts and a no-hitter going into the 6th. But Garland serves up a 2-run walk-off home run to Orlando Cabrera in the 9th. Sox lose 4-2. Twins win and take a game-and-a-half division lead. Limestone's Jim Thome and the Phillies taking on the Kansas City Royals. Big day for the Central Illinoisan. Oh, the force is strong with that one. That's home run number 22 opposite field. And later on, home run number 23. That leads the majors. Thome with 2 as the Phillies win 8-2. More on Jim in a moment. Fathers and sons taking over O'Brien Field to check out the Chiefs and Cedar Rapids. John Santor gets a friendly hop. Santor drives in Mike McCoy. Both are getting called up to West Palm Beach. The Chiefs lose today. 10th inning. Bobby Wilson, sacrifice fly to center field. Tyler Parker's throw is late. Chiefs fall 3-2 in 10. Memorable moment at O'Brien Field last night. Special Forces soldier Dana Bowman is a member of the U.S. Army's elite parachute team, the Golden Knights. He delivered the first pitch ball last night. In 1994, a mid-air collision cost him both of his legs. He's a pretty remarkable person with a great message.
It's a lot of work to prepare for a skydive, and on top of that for the American public to be able to jump here in Peoria. I jump all over the United States, and you want to be able to land on target. And I have an important message today about disabilities. My motto is it's not the disability, it's ability. We have to show the world it's time for a change.
Bowman's a motivational speaker who has over 1,000 jumps to his credit. Brookline, Michigan welcomes Nextel Cup Racing. 8 laps to go in the race, and Tony Stewart finds the wall along with Greg Biffle. They both spin out of the race. Final lap, P.J. Jones hits the wall and causes a caution flag. Ryan Newman takes the checkered flag for his first NASCAR victory of the season. Rookie Casey Kane took second. Dale Jarrett was third. Finally, Aloysius' choice for the moment of the week happened Tuesday in Philadelphia. The kid who once pounded balls out of the park for Limestone High School became the 37th player to hit his 400th home run.
Thome digs in against Acevedo. Deep left center field. Did he get all of it? There goes Friel to the wall. It is 400 and gone for Jim Thome. Celebrate, Andrea. Celebrate, Jim. Yep, he's in the record book.
Congratulations to the whole Thome clan. We love Jimmy, and we're glad he's a Central Illinois.
Absolutely. It's great to have him. Well, a contest to see who can holler their way onto Letterman. That's up next.
This is Charles Osgood, and when I'm in Peoria, I love watching Eddie and Caitlin on the Morning Mix.
It's the 10 for $10 sale at Kroger.
Mix and match and get 10 for $10.
Half gallons of Kroger orange juice.
A dozen Kroger large eggs.
Kroger coffee.
All 2-liter bottles of Pepsi, Coke, and 7-Up products.
10 for $10.
Selected varieties of Kroger frozen veggies.
6 packs of Roxanne spring water.
4-pound bags of Kroger sugar.
Frito-Lay Go snacks.
10 for $10.
Mix them and match them.
Come in and snatch them.
It's the 10 for $10 sale.
Right now at Kroger.
You're watching WMBD-TV. Now, News Channel 31 Weekend Edition continues.
Finally tonight, hoots and hollers could be heard all over one East Coast town. Contestants took to the stage in Spivey's Corner, North Carolina to compete in the 36th annual Hollering contest. There are 3 different categories for winners. They have a trophy for Best Child, Best Man, and Best Woman. That's it for us. Have a great night. We'll see you back here next weekend.
Good night.